Burnett out front. Tonight at 7, only on CNN.
The agency says hate groups have increased by 69% since 2000. That growth has been fueled by the struggling economy, immigration, and the election of Barack Obama as the first African-American president. That is what they say. David Gletty worked as an undercover informant on the hate groups for the FBI, and he joins us from Orlando, Florida. Thank you for being with us. And you say you actually came in contact with gunman Wade Michael Page during your undercover work with the FBI. Where did you see him, and what do you remember about him?
Twice up in Michigan, once in Lansing, Michigan, and then over in Ann Arbor, Michigan, at a neo-Nazi protest rally and celebration, and then at a Hammerfest rock and roll festival for the Confederate Hammerskins. And I remember briefly meeting him. He was with some other leaders of the different groups, because at that point, at the celebrations, all different factions of different groups, skinheads and Nazis and Klan members, anti-government militias come there. And he was with one of the bands. I can't remember the name of the bands, but he was up there. He was, helping set up the instruments, and he seemed to be a very likable person because of the people that hung out with him. So that was my extent of seeing him. And so,
let's talk about those bands. You say that one of the ways that hate groups appeal to young people is actually through the music. The Sikh Temple Gunman was involved in far-right punk bands, that is, and according to the New York Times, one of those bands was Definite Hate. So let's listen to this excerpt from one of their songs. That's really difficult to listen to. How do those kinds of songs affect young people who may be easily swayed by these messages of hate?
Well, that brings back memories. I remember going to events and parties and protests and hearing that same old rhetoric, and it got hard to smile and act like I enjoyed it. But they use it like the Pied Piper. They use that music as a tool. It's a very important tool of the recruitment process. It brings in young kids, young youth that are on the outskirts of society. They're looking for love. They're looking for attention. They're looking for people to fit in with because they're not getting that at home, or they may be bullied in school. So they're looking for new friends, and they find it with these groups. They get in with them. The group acts like they love them. They befriend them, and then they get them to do their wrongdoings, because a lot of the leaders of these groups have already been to jail. They've already been to prison. They don't want to go back, so they know they need to get younger recruits in, and using the music is one of the hot items to get these young people in to start a life of hate and racism.
All right, David Gletty, informant of hate groups for the FBI. We really appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Aaron Burnett out front. Tonight at 7, only on CNN.